Okay, so this will be your first demo assignment which you will be working on. I hope everyone has received their mail. This is the assignment mail in itself, in which you can see the subject line is provided, which is what Ron mentioned in the spreadsheet. So automatically a spreadsheet is attached where the allocation is made, which we will track and proceed with our assignment. Um, then this code, which AF0343 is the client code, which we are going to use to rename the file. And finally, the date mentioned is your deadline date, which is 18 September 10 a.m. So primarily, you guys are getting 24 hours to complete your work. Now, moving on to the details of the email, we need you to compose general articles and blogs as per the titles provided. Okay. So, what do we mean by this? Number one is the client has provided us the title, and by general, we mean an article or and blogs which are going to be non-promotional. So without mentioning the name of any company as such. Okay, so let's say for example, if you're writing about mobile phones, if your article is about mobile phones, we are not going to mention the names of mobile phone manufacturers such as Apple, Samsung, whatever. Okay, just keep it very general. Rather focus on the general concept of mobile phones rather than you know promoting or highlighting any client company. So that is the meaning of general. Uh, Followed by use each keyword once or twice as per requirement. Okay, each keyword has to be used at least once, minimum requirement. Spread the keywords evenly in the content. Okay, provide subheads and organize your write-up properly. Okay, then you have to rename the file by using the project code which is provided here, AF0343, and article or blog you're writing along with its number. So if you're writing the first article, so it's going to be AF00343, blog 1 or article 1 or article 2 or blog 2, likewise. Okay. Now, I had asked you guys to go through three things yesterday when we first spoke on WhatsApp. So the first thing is plagiarism. Okay. Now I want to make this thing clear on the very first day that plagiarism or copy pasting from any particular source will not be tolerated because we believe in the concept of creating original content. So if you're taking, rather in fact copying content from any other source or any other article as such, uh, we would have to terminate your internship. It is not like we would want to do that, but we will be compelled to do it because the industry is as such that plagiarism is not tolerated at any point in time. What you guys can do is just refer to different sources, right? Read paragraph wise, analyze it in your own head and interpret it, followed by represent whatever you have understood, the knowledge you have gained with your own creative words. That is what we are looking for, and that is the only way you can avoid plagiarism. So rather than just reading one line and trying to write it in your own way, I would suggest that go through different articles, uh, maybe videos if it can help, and then formulate an idea in your head, and then proceed with the writing stuff, whatever good things which you can take from XYZ different articles. Okay. That is number one. So please make sure plagiarism is avoided at all times. No copy pasting. Number two is content spinning. Now, content spinning is something uh, which is even more deadly than plagiarism. Now, the thing with plagiarism is we can still detect it, but with content spinning, it becomes very difficult to detect, and it's a serious issue. It's basically a writer is providing similar content or copy pasting his own content in a new file. Okay, let's say for example, today you're writing an article which is based on marketing. Okay, and again the next day you are asked to write another article on marketing in itself. So what happens is some writers, what they do is maybe copy paste their own content which they have composed the previous day. So that is not allowed, uh, in the industry in itself. Once whatever you have written, whatever you have manufactured from your creative mind, that is, consider that to be sold, that is gone. Okay, and even if you're working with something very similar which you have worked on before, please make sure to compose fresh content, something new. Try to work with different ideas. The topic might be the same, but the ideas can be different, right? So that is what we are looking for. So the issues related to content spinning and plagiarism are to be avoided at all times, not only for this assignment, for each and every assignment. Okay. So I hope these don'ts, in the content writing industry is clear to everyone. I hope there are no such issues we see from any particular writer in the future. But if you have any problem, then please feel free to get in touch with me so we can talk about this topic you know, in a better way on a personal phone call or something like that. Right. Moving on to the concept of keywords. Finally, now keywords are nothing but relevant words which a user or a customer is most likely to type on a search engine bar on any other, let's say, search engine platform like Google, Yahoo, Bing. Okay, so just take for example this particular Gmail in itself. Now this is a search bar. Okay, now if I want to search something like let's say if I have any particular article based on, again, let's say mobile phones. If I just type on the search bar in itself mobile phones, what happens is all my previous history related to any particular that particular word which I'm searching on mobile phones comes up uh, in the Gmail inbox in itself, right? So that becomes automatically becomes the keyword, right, of my search. So when you transfer the same idea and the same module to Google, if you are looking to, let's say, purchase a television, okay, and if you type in best television, whatever available in, let's say, Chennai. So based on your keyword, you will receive a few links, okay. It might also be articles, blogs, whatever, um, upon which the search engine optimization is carried on. So this is the importance of keywords. We are going to use the keywords inside articles so that when Google scans the entire internet for content, when an individual types in a similar keyword, what happens is that it boosts the rank of the website which has those particular words. So the articles and blogs we will be writing and posting will help to automatically elevate the rank of the website where it is being posted. So these were the three main concepts which I wanted to discuss. These are general ideas which will be applicable for a lot of assignments as we move on further from the, let's say, demo assignment. Now let's primarily talk about the current assignment, which is the demo SEO project. So first of all, a sample has been attached. Okay? These general informations have been provided to you. Now a sample has been attached so that you guys get an idea of what the writing style should be. Okay. Also, the format of writing is very important. Please make sure to write attractive paragraphs. Okay. They should not be extremely long. Maybe 6-7 lines, one paragraph. Then make sure to provide a paragraph break. Then write in justified line alignment. Then also, the font used is Calibri 12. Okay, out here, what we normally do is use Calibri 12 for each assignment. Only the title is Calibri 16. Okay, it's highlighted in bold. Apart from that, the entire content will be in Calibri 12, and we make sure to write in justified line alignment with a line spacing of 1.15. Okay. If you are unclear about this, no issues. My editing team will take care of it, but try to make this a habit, in terms of writing with the format which we work with. So what happens, it saves us time and also makes the article look much more, readable and user friendly, right? So try to follow the format provided in the sample in itself. Also, the language used is pretty decent. This is what we are actually looking for. Go through it if there's any doubts, queries. Just read the article and gain an idea of what we are actually expecting from you guys. Now this is the allocation sheet. Okay. Now some of you guys are writing blogs or you guys are writing articles. Okay. Now blogs are of 1000 words, articles are of 500 words. Okay. So the people who are writing blogs, they have been assigned one blog, and the people who are writing articles, they have been assigned two articles. Okay. So total word count for everyone is 1000. Now the serial number is given. Okay. Now as already mentioned, we are going to use the serial number and the project code to rename the file. So let's say, for example, if Freya is working with 23, okay, serial number 23 blog, how is she going to rename the file? It's going to be AF0343 hyphen and then blog 23. That's how you rename your file. Okay. Then the following column out here, the topics are provided. Like I said, very general topics, very straightforward topics. You get a lot of information from various sources based on these topics. Try not to, in fact, don't make it promotional at all. Okay, do not take any company name. Just follow the topic. It's very, very simple. Word count is given and keywords are provided. Okay. So let's say, for example, if you have 5 keywords, try to use all the 5 keywords. But if certain keywords are off the mark, maybe it's not matching your title. If your title is about filmmaking and certain keywords are on photography, avoid the irrelevant keywords and try to use the keywords at least twice in the content and highlight them in bold. Only the keywords. Okay? Highlight the keywords in bold. Okay? Another thing is that it's important that you use the keyword evenly throughout the entire content. I don't want to see a cluster of keywords maybe in one paragraph. Okay, rather maybe in the introduction try to use one keyword and then in the second paragraph try to use one keyword. Then after 2 paragraphs maybe use another keyword. So evenly distribute the keywords which you are using all around the article or blog, whatever you are writing. Okay, that is number one. Another thing is the keywords cannot be altered. Okay, let's say for example, if your keyword is e-commerce website design, then you have to use it in the same sequence. It has to be e-commerce website design. It cannot be in any other format. Okay, so what some people do is e-commerce website design at whatever blah blah blah, or add a preposition in a specific keyword. That cannot be done. Please do not change the keywords and write it as it is provided. So each and every individual keyword, consider that to be a single word and include it in your content organically as per the need basis. Now the deadline is provided is 18 September. So this is basically it. Uh, the first half is the blogs, and the second half are all the articles. Uh, if you guys have any queries and any doubts, please feel free to let me know. If you guys need a deadline extension or if you need some more time in writing, then also do let me know. But primarily, we do expect the blogs to be submitted at the earliest. So if you could submit these files by let's say 12 p.m. tomorrow, it would be really helpful. And also I request each and every one to give me an update by the end of the day, because as you already know, this is a virtual internship, so it becomes very difficult for us to constantly keep in touch, right? So if you could just give me a message on WhatsApp about the assignment, how much you've covered, if at all you're having any issues or any doubts about it, or if anything is unclear, then what happens is we can solve the problem together as a team, right? And also it helps me as well, to prepare for the next day, because I already know that maybe at the end of the day you guys have covered 800 words and you have another 200 words remaining. So automatically I would be expecting the files to, right? So make communication easier so that the operations process becomes smooth as well. Okay? And again, if you guys have any doubts, any queries, please WhatsApp me straight away and I'll try to get back to you at the earliest. That will be all. I hope everything that I've mentioned in this particular video is clear. If anything is unclear, again, please text me on WhatsApp and we try to address the situation as soon as possible. It'll be all for now. Thank you very much.